Hello, Stamper. Welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm France Martin, independent demonstrator with Stamping Up at frenchiestamps.com in the US. Today I'm going to share a simple card using designer series paper. I shared that during a create on the fly and then my team meeting. I wanted to pop a quick video here and share it with you how to make that simple collar fold with the stargazing. I plan to use the paper quite a bit more, but it's going to be with scenery. But I thought, this lovely print here going to go perfectly to do a collar shirt. That's what I call this fold. So when it comes to cut the paper, and that's why the paper it's not cut, you have to decide: do you want to go this way? Or you want to go this way, and sometimes the print's going to matter which direction it go. In this case, it don't matter because this going to be the collar. I want to have part of this. So I'm going to cut this at 5.5 going this way. So you just have to make the decision what part you're going to do. So now when I'm going to share this paper, this card here on my blog, I bet many people, if you did just look at the top, they're going to say, no, it's not this print because of that purplish or pink there. But see, is that beautiful? Let me tell you, you're going to see quite a bit more. I'm going to do scenery with that. Now, what you're going to do with this, I'm going to go on this side because it's easier. And you're going to score at 4. And I'm going to share with you the other one that I made. 4 and then 8, or flip it and back at 4. So it's 4 and 8 you're going to score, or 4 at each end, because you see there, and if I pull that, see it's the 4-inch there. Voila. Now what you're going to do, it's measure at now I cannot remember what I measure, but let me, what they say, measure twice, cut once. So we're gonna make a mark at 2.5. You can make different size. I made different one, and this one I like it for my collar shirt. So we're gonna make a mark at 2.5 at each end. Use a pencil so then you can erase it if it still show after you're going to score. This is score. It's a little bit like when I did the gated fold, but the gated fold you get in and in. So let me, I'm looking here if I get still a gated fold available, and I don't think so. I think I send them all out. That's what I think. So I did the gated fold not long ago with the designer series paper, and that's another great one that you can use for using your designer series paper. Okay, 2.5. Now the score, you're going to put your score in the groove and your mark in the groove. Do not cut. I did cut one. I'm going to show you what happened when I cut. You're going to score. Now, remove this and do the same thing on the other side. You mark at 2.5, and then sometimes you want to fold your score so you can see it better. So there's my score, and here's my groove, my mark at 2.5 in the groove. Et voila. And score. You don't have to press hard when you score on designer series paper, okay? Very light touch. Now, I'm planning to have this as my collar. Maybe I'm going to change my mind here. And yeah, I absolutely love this. So, uh, or do I want this and have this as my collar? Oh, decision. You know what? I'm going to keep my first mind. Okay, like this. Now for the inside, I did a night of navy, and this is 12-inch. So when it's going to be folded in 3, it's going to be 4. Usually a regular card, it is 4.25 by 5.5. In this case, it will be 4 by 5.5. It still fit in our envelope, no problem. It's just that it's going to be a little bit shorter, so no biggie. We're going to put that right here. Now I'm going to cut another little strip of this here. I'm going to go, so if I do another card at 5.5, it leaves me 1 inch. So I'm going to put more at the bottom so I get the pink. I'm going to go, okay, 1 inch. I'm cutting another strip. So really with a 12 by 12, you would make 2 cards. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to go at 3.5. And I'm going to go back at 3.5. I want some pink. I'm going to use this piece here. Save that for another card. Here we go. Now, I'm not writing, well, I'm going to write in it, but I am not putting anything inside. My greeting going to go on the outside, and if I want to add something else, I can. But then the front of my card going to flow in. So we're going to add this part. All measurement will be on my blog, and all the supplies that I use. Right below, you get the direct link. And not only that, I will share the supplies for this, I will have extra sample of card, like I said, the gated fold, and I did more of this that you use a strip of 12-inch long by 5.5 of designer series paper. I'm going to have extra IDs on my blog. So now I'm going to come right here, put that right here. So then you can add embellishment, you can have decoration there, whatever you prefer. Now I like the right side go in first and the top go in second. I mean, the left go in second. For me, that looked like a collar. Okay. Now, you can keep it to open like that, or you can put a little tap of glue to keep it closed. Both ways are good. It's no right way when it comes to make a cards. Now, I thought like a shirt like that would make a very nice retirement card. So I get retirement, happy retirement. I'm going to go ahead and stamp that with a Knight of Navy. And I want to say this is 7/8. I'm going to put it a little bit more here. It is 7/8 now that I think about it. 7/8, and then my Knight of Navy, it's 1 inch. Never mind the length, how long it is, because what I'm going to do is we're going to flag it. What's flag? Some people use a square punch for it. Whatever you want to use. I'm gonna make it the length that I want first. 1 minute. So I get about 1 inch past that. So I'm gonna go at 3.5. Okay, 3.5. The blue, it doesn't matter because I'm gonna show you a tip here. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut in the center, and this is about ½ inch I cut, and go on the side, cut and cut. So I don't use any tools to do that. Some people, like I said, you get a square punch or a tag punch you want to use perfectly. I just end cut it. Now I'm going to take this, put that right at the edge here. That's my little granite. Is having a puppy dream. It's not a puppy anymore, but that's what he's having. Now you see that's right flush here. Now what I'm going to do, no, you want to go about a 1/4 inch because that's where you want to align your point with the point, okay? So pass, you know what? It happened, my blue is just the right pace. Because usually it's all I use too long. Here we go. You're going to go there and go there. And I get a feeling I did something wrong here. Because then I would push this. Here we go. So then I know it's the right proportion, okay? Maybe my blue, it's a little bit too short. You want to have this second layer quite a bit longer. Now we're going to come here. And I know this is going to be, I'm going to cut it more. Here we go. Just because I know it would be too short, too This would be too long for this one. So what you want to do is decide the piece at the top, and then the piece below for your frame, you want it about at least 1 inch longer. So for this case here, this is 7/8 and this is 1 inch wide. The length, this was 3.5, so this I would have put 4.5. Okay, now I'm going to put that here. And that matched perfectly there for some reason. And if it wouldn't match perfectly, I align this, so then I go here, I follow the white here. Et voila. So now we get our easy framing. Now, what I like to do with this, I like to curve it. Many people say, well, it's going to go flat in the mail. It's still going to stay curled. So I'm going to curl the top. Oh, I wanted to glue it first. That's why I'm full of glue in my hand. Here we go. Now I curl one end and the other end, and in the center I go under. So now you see the nice curve to it. Now you're going to put dimensional. Uh, I like to put two-dimensional in the curve sometime. So then it's going to keep it bow there. And I just going to use two blue dots on each end. So with two-dimensional, it keep it very much so curled up in the mail. It shouldn't take extra postage for that, because dimensional, it's spongy, so it should go right through the machine, no problem. Here we go. I'm going to have my happy retirement right there. Now just reinforce this here. Et voila, my friend. It's that cool and simple, and it's a great way to use your designer series paper. Now, also when you open it up, well, see, you see all that you come from. Somebody put that on their desk. They come from the back. They see the pretty thing, and here you get your message. Now, let me show you some that I did. And remember, I told you what happened if you're gonna. Oops, I'm looking for the other one. I must have sent a few of them. What happened if you cut instead of score? Well, that's what happened here. See, it's not folded on top. I could have used those pieces, reverse it, and glue it here. Absolutely. But I decided to do something different and add it inside. So you see, it gave a different look. So that's what happened when you cut instead of fold or score. Or I could have used those pieces that I cut and put it at the front to do the same thing, but I felt it didn't curve. It didn't really look like the color anymore, so I figured something different. And here it is. Oh, so this is earth tone texture that I use, both of them. And here is another one. And then I add another one also in the blue tone. I don't know what I did with it, but I'm going to have more on my blog at frenchiestamps.com, and come and check them out. A great way to use your designer series paper with long strip. I'm going to have different ideas to, like a trifold and so on cards to use. Strip of 12 by 5.5 designer series paper. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, happy stamping, my friend. Bye bye.